Hi there, it's Chris Cashman. Welcome to Seattle Soccer City. We've got more than 27,000 square feet of soccer fun to get into tonight. And I brought the only thing you're not allowed to bring to the match anymore, the Vuvuzela. Oh, that's why they banned it. Let's get into it tonight on Evening.
One-of-a-kind custom hats that can be designed for any individual. And Jason Momoa returns to the DC Universe in Supergirl, but not as Aquaman. We chat with him about his new role.
It feels fantastic to play someone that's not a role model.
Plus, get outdoors this summer. It's a list of our favorite hiking hotspots for short, scenic hikes.
And welcome to Evening Magazine. I'm still Chris Cashman. I've traded the Vuvuzela. That's frowned upon. I've already been reprimanded. Official swag. Welcome to Seattle Soccer House. We are inside of Pacific Place. Don't attempt to adjust your television screens. Yes, this is one of the official fan celebration sites for FIFA World Cup 2026. I should have started by telling you it's air conditioned and there's a lot of room to roam. Here's what to expect when you come down.
Welcome to Pacific Place in the middle of downtown Seattle. This is the free, best place with air conditioning to watch a match anywhere in the city. We've got 4 rows of front rows at every level of Pacific Place, looking at the tallest screen. We saw it for the US game. It was completely full. The energy was amazing. It was a wonderful place to watch the US team win. Behind me, you can see we've got plenty of things for all members of the family to do at all ages. It's a wonderful place to be.
It's easier than real soccer. It's actually pretty fun.
You can bring food from the restaurants here or other places, camp out here all day, use the bathroom, watch the match, meet new people, and have a great time. We also have some cool educational exhibits about Seattle. We got glassy babies in the house. We're gonna go all the way up through the remainder of the tournament here in Seattle. July 7th will be our last day. We expect the energy is going to keep getting higher and higher as we go, and really hoping to invite Seattle to remember what makes our city special.
How much fun. No reservations, no tickets, just show up and have some fun with other soccer fans from around the world and on the big screen. Speaking of which, movie star Jason Momoa is back in the DC Universe this week, only he's not playing a superhero. St. Brian caught up with him on the red carpet for Supergirl.
For years, fans knew Jason Momoa as Aquaman. But his dream role was always someone a little less heroic.
Now it's a party.
How long have you wanted to play Lobo, and why?
Preteen? Yeah, why? I mean, I just loved everything about him. I mean, there's like a handful of characters when you're little that I really loved, and now I get to be one. I mean, it's pretty fun.
For comic book fans, Lobo is the ultimate wild card. A cigar-chomping, galaxy-hopping bounty hunter who's about as far from a traditional superhero as you can get.
How fun is it to play a guy that's not really that much of a role model, a guy that's not interested in being a hero?
That is the best. It feels fantastic to play someone that's not a role model. 100%. It's the most freedom. Putting all that on and then just going wild.
Better than anyone, Jason has had a front row seat to the shift James Gunn has brought to the DC Universe, where things are more irreverent and more fun.
There's a lot of freedom. There's a lot of freedom going this. And with freedom, there's a lot of playfulness going on, and I had the greatest time. I had the greatest time shooting this.
We have daughters roughly the same age. What do you think of Supergirl as a role model?
I'm gonna tell you, did you get to see it yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited because my daughter graduated. We do have similar ages. My daughter's graduated 2 days ago. I made this movie for Lola. We're gonna go see it in London for the premiere. That's why I haven't seen it yet, because you make these movies because you want to watch them with your children. So Wolf's 18, she's 19. We're kind of at the end of this whole thing where it's like, this might be the last cool dad movie. I'm so excited to hold my daughter's hand and watch this movie together. Stop. You're hurting my head.
A sweet sentiment from the man playing one of DC's most notorious anti-heroes. Because for Jason Momoa, this movie isn't just about finally becoming Lobo. It's about sharing a story of a young woman searching for her place in the universe with the people who matter most.
Thank you, Saint. Supergirl comes out Friday, rated PG-13. Saint says they do double down on the more human, more irreverent DC universe, but it is not quite as entertaining as last year's Superman. Speaking of super people, you know our own Jose Cedeno, he loves his hats. Maybe you didn't even know there's a Jose hiding underneath all of those hats. We sent him to visit an old friend to find out what's new in hat making.
The first time I got to meet him, I quickly noticed his unique personality, his fun Instagram videos, and how extremely small was the shop he was working from. So I wanted to catch up with him and see what's new.
Today is all about hats, and I know the right guy and the right shop to do this, and it's right here. Let's go.
What makes Hoyle Hat Company in general better than others is we want to make a hat that fits you perfectly, that is you, that's customized to you. We're here to help you find something that you're going to actually wear. This is Silver Belly. It's called the Kodiak. My name is Michael Patrick Hoyle, and I am the owner of Hoyle Hat Company in Seattle, Washington.
What's new since last time we met?
We have opened up a new shop in Pioneer Square. But the biggest thing that's changed compared to what we used to do is we are now a hat bar, which is a live immersive experience and make your own hat with us. You come in and you pick your hat. These are all the hats you can choose from. This is where we'll find our love. This is where the adornments are found. These are all little things you can pick while you're going through. Now my favorite section is over here. All these handmade feather bands that you can put on the hat. So let's say, just to show you, you come in here and you just want something simple, right? Like that, right? But say you're like, I don't really want that shape. I don't like the wider brim. And we'll shape that brim up for you on site. All these fabrics have a story. These ones are from Bolivia. You come here, you're gonna pull it through this, and we cut it to the size of the hat. We'll customize it right here for you. You can do any sort of burn you want on the hat.
The one thing that comes across very quick is your passion for hats, your passion for what you do.
When I make a hat, I essentially want it to be your protector, your shield. So not only is it functional, but it's a statement. Wearing something high quality matters. Anybody can make a hat. You just have to learn a couple things. You have to understand symmetry. You have to understand the stitching. It's not impossible to start learning.
VIPs get the chance to come up here and see where the magic happens. We gotta talk about something pretty cool that happened to you. Some famous rock dude ended up using one of your hats.
Jack White, one of the best rock stars in the world. I was in disbelief. I was so surprised that somebody like Jack White loved my hat. Hats are kind of an old art. We can still hand make things. We can still be art in Seattle. We don't need to outsource for everything.
Looking good. Hoyle Hat Company is open Wednesday through Sunday. Still to come on the show.
A delicious plant-based food over an open flame.
Ooh.
Plus, we round up our favorite short hikes to cool places. Evening Magazine is made possible with support from Kitsap Credit Union. Since 1934, Kitsap Credit Union has believed that together it's possible. Together, we shine a light on the people and places that help our communities thrive.
And welcome back to Evening Magazine from Seattle's Soccer House here in Pacific Place. A lot of fun to be had, and yes, they are playing all of the matches on the 3-story screen. But of course, it's also outside season. Camping season is here. Maybe you want to step up your game in the cooking department. If you're going to do that, you got to know the right people, and you need to know the Dirty Gourmets.
Just dump those on top.
Grill gourmets and camping cooking fans, rejoice! The Dirty Gourmets are back. The first time Evening met Amy Trudeau, Emily Nelson, and Mayon Kwan, they whipped up goat cheese peppers and baked brie over an open flame for us, and we never wanted to cook indoors again. Their latest cookbook, Dirty Gourmet Plant Power, again transforms any place in the great outdoors into a great kitchen, this time with plant-based ingredients.
Plant-based cooking is a great way to cook in the outdoors in general because a lot of times we're dealing with perishability concerns, cross-contamination concerns, and then just a love and care for the environment.
Just gonna tear off about 1.5-inch balls of dough, and we're gonna dip it into this garlic butter.
Dirty Gourmet started as a blog in 2010. 3 friends sharing a love of camping and food.
Dirty Gourmet.
It's grown into a dream job for the trio.
We are in the place right now that we've always been wanting to get to, where we're developing recipes, we get to be as creative as we want, make cookbooks, and teach. That's our favorite thing, is to teach workshops.
And we get to hang out with each other.
Yeah.
And we like each other still.
No matter what the recipe, the philosophy's the same. Cooking outside is about improvising.
Emily, do you have any olive oil in your camping?
We just need to cook it.
Something happened during our shoot that illustrated that point.
We were just about to get our Dutch oven on hot coals that we've been preparing for the past 40 minutes, and a large party showed up and said, "Hey, this is our spot."
We clear out while the hot coals and the Dutch oven do their work quickly.
Ooh.
You guys like some freshly baked garlic pull-apart bread?
And the Dirty Gourmet gang averts disaster by sharing the garlic pull-apart bread they just made with the folks who reserved the shelter.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This is our payment for your kindness of sharing the site.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Dirty.
These women cook up recipes for adventure and friendship as well as delicious meals.
There's no such thing as like camping food. We just want to eat good food outdoors.
Crisis averted. We got our story. Everybody got some garlic bread, and you can find Dirty Gourmet's Plant Power online. Of course, it is hiking season. Time to get out, hit the trails. We have some incredible options here in Western Washington. I told Jose to beat it, to hit the trails and show us some of his favorites.
The Trixol Duck Falls is one of my favorite short hikes. It's only 1.6 miles round trip. If you pick Saint as your hiking buddy, do not put him in charge of food.
Oh,
What are you doing?
I want to share this. You should have some. Half of this is yours.
This is a hike to the ultimate tiny home. The Stump House hike is on the Kitsap Peninsula near Seebeck. It's 2.5 miles round trip. It takes you to a cedar stump that was home of jailbreaker Dirty Thompson until he was recaptured. My favorite thing? The view of the trees through the window carved in a tree. Off Highway 2 near Skykomish, the Section Falls is a perfect place to take the kiddos exploring. It's a short, easy nature trail that feels like a big adventure, and it got waterfalls. Another easy waterfall walk. Madison Creek Falls is just 1/3 of a mile up a trail in Olympic National Park's Elwha Valley. It's paved so anyone can enjoy this beautiful spot. Rialto Beach is a bucket list hike in the Olympic National Park. You can make it as short as you like, but if you make it 1.5 miles down the beach, you will get a reward. It's called Hole in the Wall. Be sure to go on a low tide. It's one-of-a-kind frame that fits this Northwest adventure perfectly. Whichever short hike you choose, remember to leave no trace and leave each place better than you found it.
Thank you, Jose. Can't wait to hit all those trails this summer. Up next.
The Tacoma Bakery, that's a sweet example of never giving up on a dream.
Great timing. Welcome back to Evening Magazine from Seattle's Soccer House inside Pacific Place here downtown. More than 27,000 square feet of soccer fun, and they're streaming all the matches. Come celebrate. We're going to head now, though, to Tacoma for a story about a bakery. Big dreams, little bakery.
At Lulu's Bakery,
It's so good.
you might want to have
Yummy.
what she's having.
I love her churro cheesecake, her cake pops, her cookies. It satisfies each craving that anyone wants.
I think this is where the dreams begin.
Prepare yourself for quite possibly the pinkest pandemic pivot ever.
I used to be a property manager for 22 years.
But when daycare closed for her 5-year-old twins, Lourdes Lulu Hernandez found a new calling in the kitchen.
Somehow people start asking me, can you make me a tres leches cake? Can you make me a tres leches cake? I'm like, I don't know how to make tres leches cake. Come on, Lourdes. I'm like, no, I don't know. Well, thank God for YouTube.
Her friend made a Facebook post about Lourdes' first attempt at the National Pastry of Mexico.
And after that, I got another one, and then another one, and then another one, and here I am now.
Well, it wasn't really that easy, as anyone who's tried to start a food business knows.
To start Lulu's Bakery Shop, it was not easy at all. Oh, Lord Jesus, it was not easy at all.
Lourdes had trouble finding mentors that would offer advice, but there was plenty of bureaucracy blocking her way.
So I was coming back home and crying, and my husband was just looking at me, and he thought that I was gonna quit because I didn't see a green line anywhere.
And that's when Lourdes decided to be her own green light. No matter the cost, she was going to make her dream come true. She wants her Latino community to see what happens when someone refuses to give up.
Because a lot of times we quit or we give up because of the language or because we are scared. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
This is our favorite. It's a small customized cake, very small, very friendly for the kids.
My kids absolutely love Lulu. They know that she makes all their cakes for their birthdays.
God works different ways. I never knew that I have this gift. I don't know if I'm born with it or if God gave it to me on the way, but I learned how to do all these things. I love this bakery now.
Yum! Lulu's Bakery is open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
When Evening Magazine returns, we head to Whidbey Island to find out what they sell at the coolest store on the planet.
Yeah, this is the humpback that we saw out the back deck.
Now in our 40th season, Evening Magazine shares local stories that make our community shine. Evening Magazine is sponsored by Pemco Insurance. Pemco empowers the Northwest to prevent the preventable. Learn how at pemco.com.
Welcome back to Evening Magazine. I'm Chris Cashman, and you are inside the Seattle Soccer House. Yes, we are at Pacific Place. They got all the matches, and they got air conditioning. But in the meantime, let's hop a ferry to Whidbey Island. It's called the Welcome to Whidbey shop. It's a family-owned business. It's been around since 2015, but it is the makers that make this place so special. Photojournalist Diane Lewis-Torrey has that story.
I think it's beautiful. It's inspiring to live here. We're passionate about creativity at our core. My name's Janae Cameron here at Madrona Supply Co. in Clinton, Washington, right off the ferry.
Walk into the self-proclaimed coolest store on the planet, and you'll discover people making much of what the store sells right inside.
They'll see me screen printing usually. I screen print usually like 4 or 5 times a week. And then they'll see that Tracy and Tessa sewing, maybe.
Inspired by the Whidbey wonders that are just outside the door.
I love being able to look out the back of the building and see orcas. Or one day we saw a breaching humpback, and that's one of the prints that we actually sell a lot of. It was breaching, and the ferry at Mukilteo was in the background, and I took a picture and experienced it, and I was like, well, I gotta make this into a print. Yeah, this is the humpback that we saw out the back deck.
Crabs are the most popular print.
My son plays on a baseball team that is the Skagit Dungees, and so anything with a crab is great for baseball gear.
Another inspiration? The ferry that's right down the road.
A lot of people say, why Clinton? Why did you open in Clinton? I like being this close to the ferry. I like being this close to, 4 million plus travelers that come by car here. This little symbol on the ferry sign is like, we got to replicate that and blow it up. It's one of our most, popular designs. We have a lot of ferry workers that come in here and shop too. And I always give them a line cutter's will be vanished sticker.
Other Whidbey-grown makers you might see at the store. Turnco Wood Goods crafts island-grown trees into cutting boards or mills them into raw slabs. Tessa, with Unravel Bodyworks, makes fragrance rollerballs and natural insect repellent. And Janae's son creates these handmade Beatles prints, a community of creators concentrating some of Whidbey Island's magic inside one store.
People feel it when they come in here. They feel that it's different, and they feel that this space is is inspiring. I want to hang out here, I want to shop here. Maybe you just want candy, but you leave and you're like, that was cool. You know, that's what we want to create, and I think we've created it.
Thanks for coming in.
Madrona Supply is open every day, a great spot to check out when you're stuck in line for that Clinton ferry. Although you're never really stuck when you're waiting for a ferry. It's a simple pleasure. That'll do it for us here tonight. Thanks to Seattle Soccer House, you've done it again. You made it the perfect evening. We'll see you next time.